Hey guys, it's me, your friend Robin O'Neill. I'm back home, sitting here in my studio, looking out over LA. I'm actually hobbling around because I hurt my back like a 90-year-old on this trip from lugging all my bags around constantly. But you know what? It's not the end of the world. What else am I doing? I'm eating bananas. I just ate my morning banana, like always, even though I hate them with a passion. I still eat them every day, first thing. I guess it's the same. I also love life, even though I hate it. So it's the same thing, my attitude about bananas and life. What else am I up to? I'm reading a lot since coming home. I haven't been home for long. I got 24 new books on my Texas book tour. So I bought some of them myself as gifts to myself, and some of them were gifts from other people. So thank you if you're one of those people who brought those to me or gave those to me. I'm devouring them, and I cannot, honestly, I am so charged up and can't wait to share so many of them with you guys. So I'm going to have to start doing some After Dark podcasts. I think I promised you guys that last week, and I'm so sorry. I just didn't do it. I've been exceptionally lazy. I think I just needed rest. I was averaging like 3 hours of sleep a night the whole time I was gone. So that's not good for anybody. That's not good for me. That's how I lived for so long. I can't believe I lived like that every day for over a decade. Almost, for real. That's crazy. But you know what? I was younger then. You can do that. So if you're younger, live it up, man. Do your thing. Stay up all night. Forget taking care of yourself. You'll have to do plenty of that later. What else? I'm going to make a casserole tonight. I love casseroles. I love shitty foods. I also love foods that were meant to be in cold weather climates. I'm in a warm weather climate, and I hate that. So I'm going to make a casserole. I'll pretend like it's freezing cold outside, even though, let's see what my thermometer reads 79.3. Just to you guys haven't really known much about me lately because I interviewed my dad last week, which you guys liked. Everybody's a real fan of my dad. He's a nice guy, isn't he? But back to me. Some other things I like, I'm just going to shoot from the hip here. I'm looking at it. So I love ultra fine tip pens. Not even fine. Fine is too thick for me. I like the cinematographer, Fujimoto. You remember my story about his daughter making me take down a fan page that I made for him on MySpace? What the fuck is up with it? That's so annoying. That still annoys me, and that was like 12 years ago. Forget that. I still love Fujimoto, even if his daughter isn't the kindest person out there. I love walking around the city. It's good to be back walking around, even though I'm limping. And I love Janet Jackson. Things I don't like: thick-tipped pens. Is that what you call them? Thick-tip? That doesn't seem right. Like, I've never seen a pen advertised as thick. But you know what I mean. I don't like that wide tip. I don't love socializing. I like being alone. I hate the feel of terracotta. I hate it so much. I hate fruit or jelly stuff inside donuts. God, for some reason my mouth just watered, even though I hate it. I hate it so much. My lifelong battle with acne, not into it. Wish I didn't have that. And lastly, just my lifelong battle with myself in general. Oh wait, I wanted to tell you guys something. Have I said this to you yet, or was it my parents I was talking to? I had the greatest experience when I was on this book tour. I was at Texas State University, that's in San Marcos. I had never been there before. A bunch of really nice people there. Shout out to Sterling Allen, who hosted me. Thank you so much, Sterling. Thank you to everybody. Rebecca Marino. Hello, Rebecca. Anyway, I loved this whole day there. They had so many good students. They're all undergraduate students, which I prefer to graduate students when I'm doing studio visits. They're much more interesting. Sorry, no offense to you graduate students out there, but you know what I mean. They're oh my God, do you hear that? Frankie. Hi. Do you guys hear her? If not, that's my cat meowing, answering you or responding to me. So I had a great day, and then it was time for me to give my lecture later in the afternoon or evening. I don't remember which it was, and I was standing there, and we were waiting to get into the lecture hall, theater place, and I was kind of messing around, holding my laptop in my hand, kind of fucking around with my slides on my PowerPoint. And I was so tired. I think I had like 2 hours of sleep the night before, and I drove from Northeast Texas to the center of the state and went right for all of the events of the day. And that's not, anyway, again, not to complain about my rest, but anyway, so then I'm standing there and I'm thinking, I see coming down the hallway, I thought I was hallucinating because I saw my middle school art teacher from the Dallas-Fort Worth area walking around, and I'm like, whoa, I am really tired. But then as she approached closer, I realized I think it was her, and I go, Mrs. Gibson, is that you? And she said it was her, and I had no idea she lived around there at this point, and I haven't seen her since 9th grade, but she looked exactly the same, and I freaked out. She saw in the paper or something that I was going to be there, so she showed up. And this is when I moved from Nebraska to Texas when she was my teacher. And oh my God, she seriously changed my life, because I could go on and on about all the reasons, but she made me feel like I was a part of something much bigger. And I was such a nerd. And coming from a town where we only had like 25 kids in each grade in Nebraska to this sort of, I don't know, wealthy suburb of Dallas, she really believed in me and let me into a class with older people. I got to be in an older kids art class, and it was so crazy because I had slides that showed my drawing materials, which only things I use are my mechanical pencil and this one smudge stump. And my mom bought it for me in 7th grade when I was in her class. So anyway, I made everybody give her a round of applause and stand up and tell, because there's so many teachers in the audience, and then I started to cry in front of everybody, which was totally embarrassing, but I couldn't, without people like that, I don't know where I'd be. So that's my story about Mrs. Gibson, who's an incredible artist and teacher. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you guys because I've got a lot of teachers who listen, and thank you guys for all that you do. Sorry to be so sincere and so full of love. Let's move on. It's time to read something. I'm going to be reading, where's my book? Here it is. Oh my God. Thank you, Stephanie Gehring. This was a present from her. This is Dulce María Loynaz. She's a Cuban poet. She was born in 1902, died in 1997. She was not only a poet, she practiced law, dabbled in law, just had a law degree, kind of did law stuff, lawyer stuff every once in a while. And I love people who had normal jobs and also made poems. So one time Stephanie sent me some of her poems online or something, and she knew I needed this book called Absolute Solitude, Selected Poems. Hey guys, I had to edit this in. This is from Archipelago Books 2016. Go buy the book. Link in the description of the podcast. Anyway, when I first read her, Dulce María Loynaz, I responded to Stephanie. I said how much I loved him, and I said, those poems are like if Robinson Jeffers would shut the fuck up. And you guys know I love Robinson Jeffers, but she sort of crystallizes a lot of what I love about him into shorter poems. And so let me read you this one. This is an untitled poem. Your hand is on my mouth, your warm, hard, infinitely sweet hand. Through your fingers trickle a broken song like drops of water through fissures in a rock. Your hand is on my heart like a small, smooth gravestone. Under your palm, little by little, the heart grows quiet. Your hand is on my head, and thoughts like lead melting into their mold take on the straight, sharp form of your fingers. Your hand is also on my feet, rings of fine gold, your delicate, strong hands, delicate and firm like the hands of a boy king. Roads disappear under the tall grass. Your hands on my feet, your hands on my hands, your hands on my life, your hands on my death, your hands that never clutch, beg, grab, strike, or tremble, your hands that never tense up or reach out, your hands, simply that and nothing more, my every landscape and my every horizon of 40 centimeters over which I pour my stormy seas. Take that one, you guys. Damn it. That's good. That's good. I want to keep reading, but I can't seem to keep these under 10 minutes lately. I'm so sorry. It's been a pleasure having another one-sided conversation with you. I love hearing from you on Twitter or Instagram. Check me out over there at ROBYN_ONEIL. I believe you're all going to have a really sweet moment of some kind today. That's what I wish for you anyway. So look out for those sweet moments. They're easier to find than it seems. I say that with a meaty understanding of just how shitty everything is at the same time. But anyway, drink lots of water. I know it's boring, but do it. Turn your phone off for an hour today. Zone out. Be gentle with yourself. Buy yourself some French fries. Dip them in ketchup. Dip them in mustard. Dip them in whatever you like. Put some salt on it. What else? Try hard. Fail harder. Keep it up. We shall find peace. We shall hear angels. We shall see the sky sparkling with diamonds. That's Chekhov. I'm Robin O'Neill. I love you guys. Goodbye.